Well, welcome back, everybody, to a little D&D, Cult of the Dragon. We left off last time right in the middle of a fight, or I guess maybe at the tail end of a fight. Our crew got where they needed to go. The boat dropped them off and found out that the town had been basically deserted by the normal population and been taken over by the cult. There was a bunch of acolytes and regular cultists, and they did happen to have a dragon there. You've dispatched with most of them, but you've got one cultist remaining and the dragon itself. Ooh, did this save my HP? It did. Okay, cool. So we're actually starting with Jalen. So what are you doing?
Oh, last session, I moved my hunter's mark to the dragon, and now we are going to attempt to have a conversation with said dragon.
Okay.
Dragon, you are marked and you cannot hide. Running away will not save you, and I wish to not have to kill you. So now is the time to bargain for your existence.
So when you say that, it immediately looks right at you because you're talking to it in its language, and it gives you a big just roar. But the cultist guy also can hear what you're saying. And he looks at you and says, "Ha! What are you, some kind of fool? Think my dragon is gonna just turn face? I don't think so."
Sounds like a choice that the dragon gets to make. What say you, dragon? As you can see, we have eliminated everyone except this one cultist that's with you, that's currently in this town.
And then, so the dragon says to you, "As long as I am still alive, I will defeat you, as I serve only Resmir."
Oh, Resmir will be the downfall of you then.
I do not believe so.
All right. Well, then we shall continue. And with that, I will take my action. Just remember, dragon, you asked for this. So how about 17 points of damage to the dragon? And I'm going to move back over here with Gex.
Okay, so as you hit him, you hit him like right in the chest. He actually says, it hurts, it hurts. And he starts to fly away. And so Gwenora and the Harpers would get a free shot on him. So that'll be a miss from Gwenora, and then Harper's also miss. So he takes flight and he books it out of there. As we go to Gwenora. She kind of screams in your general direction, Jalen. Because she doesn't know Draconic, but she obviously heard you talking. She's like, Jalen, what'd you say to him? As she like walks over to the cultist guy.
I was trying to get the dragon to stand down. He didn't want to, so he suffers the fate of everyone.
Why is she rolling so bad? As we go to Jonathan.
I would call out to the retreating dragon and say, remember, we did not want to fight.
So, are you gonna say that, like, as soon as he tries to take off? Because at the moment, he can't hear you. He's gone.
So I would have said it as he was basically passing near me.
Okay.
And I will go up. I use my quick action to move Hunter's Mark. But I also have so 11.
Okay.
And ten.
Okay.
And that'll be it.
All right, and we'll go to Gex.
Okay, having heard the dragon fly off, Gex is going to head and move out to help get rid of the cultist. Get a line of shot on him.
Big 12 damage, Eldritch Blast.
And 9.
15 for 9. Okay.
That's his turn.
All right. The dragon flies completely around the bay and comes right back up to Jalen and lands basically right on top of you. And as he does that, he says, "It hits! It hits!" And then he tries to grab you with his mouth. So what we'll do, it's basically like a grapple. He's trying to grapple you. So we'll do a strength versus whatever you want to do to try and avoid the grapple.
Okay, can I just use wisdom and be smarter than him and not get grappled?
For that,
I was just kidding.
I mean, if you want to do that, what I would say is, did you see him coming? If you want to go that route.
Perception first?
Yeah, so we'll go 11 or higher, you saw him. Okay, so you saw him coming back. But it was very quick.
Okay, so I'm at least aware of him.
I mean, you still do have the mark.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. I would know that he was coming anyways. So as he's getting ready to land, I think I would just kind of step back around the edge of the building.
Okay. So we'll do, he lands, he says what he said, and then he tries to make a quick snap at you to like grab you, and you go around the side of the building.
Okay.
And then as you like disappear, he'll say, that's no fair. Come back here. And then we'll actually go to Leosin. Leosin will do Firebolt at the cultist. And that hits the cultist in the chest, and he's dead. And we go to the Harper guys. How much was this? So the Harper guys come up around like this, going through the rough terrain, and get up to the dragon. Couple of swipes. 23 will be a hit for 5. And then back to Jalen.
Dragon, you have the opportunity. You're not dead yet.
I will say the same for you.
All right. Does 16 hit him?
That is a miss.
That's like my lowest roll ever. All right. And I'll just move back here.
So, I'm gonna say Gwenora has to use dash. But as she's like running by, she's like, so Jalen, what are we doing with this thing?
He wants to die. It's in his hands.
So she only gets 1 shot, which is a miss. Jonathan. Also, this is many versus 1, so you guys all have advantage.
Oh, now you tell me.
Do I also need to dash?
I'm gonna say yes. Just given that you're moving into rough terrain.
Okay. So I don't have an attack, but I will use my quick action to move Hunter's Mark. And then I will ask the dragon, Dragon, now that all of your handlers are dead, do you have a name? Or has Rezmir taken that from you as well?
And he looks at you with a very confusing look, and he says, are we going to be best friends? Are we exchanging names now?
Well, normally dragons are noble beasts. Rezmir has taken that from you. Has he taken your name as well?
He has taken nothing from me. I am very noble. Indeed.
You are not acting. You are not acting noble. You are acting as a mere common thug.
From your point of view, perhaps, but not from mine.
What could be noble about what you have done?
And what have I done?
Aided these ruffians who have slaughtered the innocent?
Innocent? What innocent?
Have you not seen the villages that these individuals and their friends have put to the torch?
Those are not innocent. They're against us.
What have they done that they are not innocent?
They've attacked us.
But you attacked them. They only defended themselves.
And he tries to bite you and misses. You look kind of tasty.
That is the end of my turn.
Yes, you smell and look tasty. I will try some. As we go to Gex.
Gex is gonna move down a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think this dragon's in talking mood like the other one. And now he is going to fire off the psychic lance.
Uh-oh.
You've done it now, dragon. Okay, so the shimmering lamp is psychic power comes shooting out. He's got to make an intelligence saving throw. DC 17.
And he fails.
Well, let's do damage first. $29 damage.
29.
And on a failed save, the target takes the damage and is incapacitated until the start of your next turn.
Okay. So that hits the dragon, and you can see that it's like almost like its eyes roll back in its head, and it falls. Actually, yeah, it falls over. Yeah, so it's down.
That's Gex's turn.
So the Emerald Enclave is going to run to here, and they're not going to enter in the difficult terrain. And they are going to, once again, attempt to do Entangle. Which I think does that just automatically happen?
What kind of strength? What kind of save is it?
Yeah, it's a strength check.
Strength save.
But
Yeah, no, he's incapacitated. Yeah, it's automatically happened.
Okay. So then the dragon wakes up, and it's now entangled.
He doesn't wake up till my turn.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So okay, the dragon can do nothing then. Leo
Since he's
go ahead.
incapacitated, is he unconscious or just
Yeah, he
unable
can't
to
speak.
react?
He can't speak or anything like that. See, incapacitated. While you're incapacitated, you experience the following effects. Inactive, you can't take any action, bonus action, or reaction. Your concentration is broken. Speeches, can't speak. If you're incapacitated on your roll, initiative, yeah, disadvantage on roll, so yeah.
So Leosin moves and then kind of yells out. So now that it's down, what are we doing? Are we gonna kill it or leave it?
I don't know. Unfortunately, I think we're gonna have to kill it.
Or do
He's gonna wake up mad.
Or do we further entangle it or strap it down or something?
We could try. We only have a couple minutes before he wakes up. So you guys want to try and go all Gulliver's Travels and tie him down?
I mean, down at the dock, there's plenty of rope. If we wanted to try it, we got to be quick, though.
Jonathan, what do you think? You've heard this conversation.
I think he's a young, proud dragon. If we prevent him from moving, we may break his spirit.
Yeah, that doesn't work. I'll zap him again.
Let's do this quick.
So everybody starts running towards kind of the dock, and they're starting to grab ropes.
Gex is just on guard. He's watching.
Leosin says, "Here's I think I found some stakes. We might be able to use this. There's also some like really large nets over here they're using for fishing."
The nets and rope will be great. Bind his wings, bind his feet. Probably bind his feet to his tail.
Gwenora runs over to Jonathan, and she's got like a bunch of rope. She's like, "Jonathan, help me with these feet."
All right.
So back to that spell for a second. How long was the? I mean, it was to your next turn, but is there also like a timer on it?
There's no timer. It's basically one round.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna roll a 1d20. If it's 11 or higher, it's gonna wake up. Whoops.
Then I'll shoot him again.
Okay, it's not awake yet. So you guys get another minute to basically like strap it down or do whatever you're doing. And then it starts to wake up. So it starts to like wake up, it starts to move a little bit, and then it can tell that it's like being restrained. And so it says, "Well, this is uncomfortable. What are you doing?"
I think, baby, you ought to listen to him, or I'll knock you out again.
You got knocked out by a goblin.
I'm gonna eat that goblin. And then it tries to escape. I'm gonna say, let's go 16 or higher. It fails. Darn you, little ones. Let me go.
Oh, what? You don't appreciate us saving your hide?
And how exactly are you saving my hide?
Because if we hadn't tied you down, we would have killed you.
Oh, so generous of you.
So it's time to readdress our conversation. What is your role with the Cult of the Dragons? You are young. We don't want to have to kill you.
My role with the Cult of the Dragons, that's quite the name you've come up with. I am simply here to put on a good show. I would bow if I wasn't all tied up.
Yeah, we can forego the bowing.
I perform so many tricks, you would be amazed.
Yeah, I like the one where you fell over.
My goblin friend likes it when you fell over on your face unconscious.
I
But
was getting bored of this fight anyway. I wanted to take a nap.
you may still end up taking a permanent nap based on our conversation.
Yeah, this conversation is boring me. Maybe I will just go and take a nap right now. You can leave me alone.
Where are you getting all of these items that are coming into this town?
Well, I think you mentioned it earlier. It's from all the villages that are attacking us.
That are attacking you? You mean that you guys are attacking innocent villagers?
It doesn't respond to that.
Speaking of, where are the villagers from this town?
Ah, yeah, the villagers from this town. As soon as I arrived, they just ran away. It was pretty funny.
Well, lucky for them, they still have a town. Unlucky for you. Well, we'll see.
Do I need to beg for my life, elf?
No, we just want some answers that you're not giving us. So I'm trying to ponder what happens next. You don't understand how much I do not want to kill a young dragon.
Tell me, young dragon, why would you follow Resmir?
He brought me into this world. I owe him my life.
So you're his slave.
It's a weird term, but whatever.
And yet you do not wish to be free?
Yeah, I'm good either way.
Guess we can leave you like this then.
Yeah, sounds good. I need a nap anyway.
So I'll briefly, in common, give the rough overview of the conversation and ask the opinion of the personnel that are present.
Yeah, I don't know. From all that, I don't. From what you're saying, Jalen, I don't think we'll get much information from this guy. It's kind of like they feel indebted to Resmir because, well, he said brought him, or he mentioned something about bringing him in or something. I know the Othan, the one camp or something, had talked about that. They were trying to, or maybe the other camp. I know they were trying to do something with a dragon, bring him back. Maybe they feel like they're indebted for him because they're going to bring back more dragons. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to get much information out of this one.
So Leosin says, yeah, ever since I was captured at that camp all those months ago, I've been trying to work out, like, mentally, like, even how this magic works. Again, using people of magical ability to help them bring back or resurrect dragons. Like, I suppose it's possible if they had the essence of a dragon, some sort of, like, I don't know, scales or bones or something, and then some sort of, I don't know, incantation along with the element of that dragon, maybe that could bring it back to life. Maybe that's what they did with this one. I'm just kind of guessing a little bit here, but
Yeah.
Sounds reasonable. This one's pretty young, though, so could they be using magic to accelerate egg incubation and growth?
I have no idea. I've never heard of something like that before. Or it could be if they're able to resurrect one of them or two of them, maybe they're starting to breed them at that point. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Well, I think we have our next question. Dragon, you said Resmir brought you into this world. Were you born or were you resurrected?
That is a very funny question. I just know that one day I appeared, and I was just there, and Resmir was there, and others. I don't know beyond that.
Yeah. So maybe he kidnapped you from your parents.
Maybe.
Well, I will not determine the fate of this dragon alone. What say you?
What'd the dragon say?
He doesn't know where he came from. He was just appeared, or, he was one day he existed.
So, well, has he been around like, did he just appear at this size or did he appear little and grow up?
Dragon, how long have you been awake?
I would say a few months.
Only a few months? Have you aged or grown at all since you have been awakened?
A little bit.
I'd relay that to, just kind of translate as we go.
Yeah, I don't think that's, doesn't sound like he's hatched in. Yeah, I think Leo's onto something with his magic essence idea.
I don't know what else we can get out of this dragon.
Okay, if we let the dragon go, you know it's gonna go back to Resmir, right?
That is my fear with his inability or not wanting to do anything else.
We have given him a lot to think about, even more so if we let him go.
I kind of look around to the group for input.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not one for just going around and just killing things, but I don't think it's like the other dragon at Daggerfoot. This one doesn't seem like he wants to, or doesn't seem like he has any type of remorse.
Leosin says, "Yeah, I can see both sides of the argument. I'm okay either way. I'll leave it up to you guys."
What about the Emerald Enclave? Do they know anything about like dragon stuff?
They say that they don't.
Yeah, I imagine dragons would be more of a Harper's or a Zent lane, not necessarily an enclave. I think I've only seen one dragon in my life of patrolling with the enclave in my area.
Tell me, dragon, why are you so stubborn when I was able to have a reasonable conversation with another of your compatriots?
Oh, so you're friends with another one? What was his name?
He did not say, but he did see the error of just attacking innocent villagers and letting Resmir control him.
Yeah, sounds like a misguided fool.
Oh, yes, you are. Glad you realized that.
Oh, I'm so hurt. I'm just gonna go drown myself in the ocean.
Or we could just leave you here, stuck, to think about the errors of your ways.
Sounds good to me. As I said, I need a nap anyway. And these ropes will not hold for long.
Yeah, I mean, we could do what my friend here suggested and fasten your tail to your wing.
Oh, but that would
I
be
don't
just
think you're
that'd be
getting
just mean. Why would you do that?
Well, because I doubt you could get out of that on your own. Might cause some damage if you pull too hard.
Yeah, somebody from my my group will be along at some point.
That is true. Maybe we shouldn't take the chance.
Oh, so, you say something else? What do you think? I know that there'll probably be more cultists going. They got a lot of stuff to load.
Yeah, I do think we have to make a decision soon.
Well,
I just vanished.
Oh, crap. Did I delete yours? Sorry. Resmir just snapped. He just got all the stones. Damn.
The dragon did eat the goblin.
I was banished to another plane of existence. Aha! Now I'm back. One-on-one battle. Goblin Kaiju versus Dragon.
I think you have a. Well, at least you were a little bigger than the dragon.
Oh, you have to let me control it.
Yep, got it.
Thank you.
Anyone have a shrinking spell?
Yeah. I got you a shrinking spell. So what do you want to do? Just say the word, I'll zap him again. But we should make it quick because there's probably going to be more cultists coming.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't risk it, as much as I hate saying that. This guy's too much of a lunkhead to think clearly. What do you think, Jalen?
I don't know. It's a bit of a struggle. He's going to get loose. He's going to fight, and we're going to have to kill it.
I mean, honestly, I'd prefer if we did have to kill it, I'd prefer doing it when he was loose. I'd feel less bad.
But you could make it a little less, probably painless. Or quick, in that matter, since they tie down.
How's his condition looking?
He's really beat up.
I don't think he'll last much longer. And I agree in the honorable fight, but the honorable fight could lead to other deaths as well.
So, yeah, I know this is gonna backfire on us, but I guess we could let him go, and then he makes the decision. If he wants to fight now, we'll fight later, I guess.
Or live to see another day.
Or he comes back and I zap him again.
All right, with that, I'm going to reach over and cut his bindings.
What is this? You're gonna let me go?
Well, it's time for you to make a choice.
And what choice is that?
Well, you can stay here and die. You can choose to not participate in village raiding and go be a dragon. Go hunt deer or bears or whatever you want to hunt. But that's your choices.
I am going to make.
In other words, your three choices are stay here and die, Be a coward and go back to Resmir, or follow the path of a noble dragon.
And you are still marked, so we will find you.
I am taking option 4. And that is, I am going to sit here and take a nap. If you would just kindly leave me be, I am going to sleep now. And it puts like, I mean, it was already like kind of down, but it kind of like when you undid it, it like stood up, and then now it went back down, and it put its like head on the ground and closed its eyes.
Okay, that works, I guess. Everybody back away. Somebody watch the dragon in case he gets dumb when he wakes up. And let's search this town. Maybe we can find something that happened to the people.
I got my eye on the dragon.
What's this statue?
It's a statue of a guy holding a scepter. You could maybe surmise that it was maybe like a lord or some famous person from the town. There's no real info on who it is.
Okay, continue searching.
Okay. So as you probably search the bodies at some point, you find a map that gives an exact location of the observatory castle. And again, it's like 15, 20 miles, give or take, from here. It's just on the main road. Or it's, main road from here and then just off the main road.
Anything of note in the wagons?
Nope, they're just all loaded up with supplies, ready to go. So yeah, there's 2 up. You guys can see them on the map, and then the one that was partially loaded down below.
All right, I want to disable the carts and free the horses, or whatever they're using as work stock.
I was about to suggest the same thing.
Okay. So yep, you guys take some time to do that.
So now when the villagers return, they'll have a new dragon lawn ornament for a time being, and a bunch of supplies.
And we couldn't find a Gorgon head. Just turn it to stone and leave it there forever.
So Leosin says, all right, so what's the plan now?
Well, we know where the castle is. At some point we need to get there. We do not know the frequency of shipments to here.
Well, I guess another question is, looking at the position of the sun, I'd say it's mid-afternoon. Do we want to approach this castle at night? And if so, do we want to do it tonight? Or do we want to rest here for the night? See if anybody comes back?
According to the map, it's good 15-ish miles away. That's going to be a day and a half of walking and still being able to do anything. Approaching during the day, I think would be okay because we still want to recon the castle. We don't want to go just rolling in. We want to, see what defenses it has, see what movements are going on. Go back to that Met TC that I was talking about earlier, and really let that situation develop so we have all of our options. It's a castle, so there's got to be more than one way in. Are they guarded? What's the indigenous population around the area? What are they doing? That kind of thing.
Now, Leosin sounds good to me.
So I think we could head out, and then we'll probably have to sleep at some point, and make this a kind of a 2-day trip plus probably a good day and a half of reconning the area. So it's going to be a few days before we're ready to take any serious action unless something happens. What do you guys want to do?
Well, even though it's off the main road, I would say we should avoid the main road.
I agree. We have a map of where we're going now, so we can follow that and not have to follow the road directly.
So out of character, you've seen a couple of maps of this area now, and you would know that this area is swampland.
Yep.
So you'd have a pretty rough time off the road. But if you want to try it, you can try it.
Yeah, especially directly south of this town.
Oh, I mean, we could still use the road-ish and just not be on the road. Make sure we're using our scouts forward and back and, doing regular patrol up there.
Yeah, and the road that is outside this town is the high road, which does connect all the way back to, as I'm bringing up the map here real quick, Waterdeep. Or actually, yes, Waterdeep. But it's a long, long journey. You'll also know that, again, from looking at some of the maps that you got previously, this area of swamp is called the Mire of Dead Men. So you may not know the history of this area, but you know that the swampland is not the best. So Leosin says, so do we want to try and head out in the next little bit then, or just double checking?
We can head out whenever. I do want to make sure that we have disabled anything that the cult can use here, but without destroying the town, so that villagers can come back and, at least have somewhat of a life.
Yeah.
What? What if we would have used the wagons?
I thought about that initially, but I don't think we want to be seen with our current group too much, just strolling down the road. I think we'd stick out too much.
There's a lot of cultist uniforms that could be utilized.
There's no cultist short enough for you.
Oh no. The back of the wagon, you cover it with some tops. A bunch of us could be in the back of the wagons.
You just want an easy ride there.
Oh, would you prefer going through the swamps? I don't think you understand. That heavy plate, you'll sink.
I'm not wearing plate.
Whatever the hell that metal is, it's gonna sink. I would just present an idea. We can do anything.
I mean, we definitely have to follow the road.
So I would just think of a way we could use the load and not stick out.
So Leosin says, so Gex, you're thinking that we do some sort of disguise tactic. Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, I mean, we have a couple people on each car. The rest, everybody else in the back of the wagons with tops over it, like it's the cargo. Just go down the road. And if we get stopped by the cultists on the road, well, that's one group of cultists we won't have to fight at the castle.
Regardless, if we find cultists on the road, that will be one less group of cultists we don't have to fight at the castle.
True. But whatever we do, we probably should go ahead and do it because we don't want to get caught here in town with another group of cultists and they kind of mend up old dragon over there.
I'm down for whatever.
Well, I leave the option to you guys. I don't necessarily want to be wearing cultist robes.
Yeah, it doesn't thrill me either.
We could be in the back. Anyway, let's just get this moving. Caravan on the road. Let's go. Unless anybody needs to rest up or something like that after the fight.
This fight was nothing.
Oh. say we start moving down the road then.
And like I said, at some point we're gonna have to stop and sleep anyways. We're not gonna make it there in one day.
Yeah, Leosin says, yeah, sounds good. We should be able to take those 2 carts there if that's what we want to do and split up our group.
I suppose.
Yeah, we can go for a few miles and then see if we can find a nice spot out there somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure along the main road, since traders use this road, there's got to be some areas to get off the road at least far enough away not to be spotted easily, but where we can sleep.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Well, let's get rolling. Yeah, Gwenora and I can take the second cart.
I was thinking, Leosin, maybe your Hopper guys could do the driving. I don't think they've been seen like we have by a lot of the cultists.
Yeah, that'll work.
Just as long as they don't have a problem wearing the cultist robes or whatever.
I'm okay with doing it too.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't have a problem either, but I'm a little short for a cultist.
So you want me to drive one cart and the Harpers to drive the second one?
Yeah, that'll work.
All right, sounds good. So they look around for some robes that aren't too badly damaged. And actually, hold on one second. Let's see here. Leosin actually says, you know what? I have something for this. And so he picks up one of the robes that have like arrow holes and like stab holes and whatnot through it, and he's like, I can do mending.
Wow, I just picked it right up.
So yeah, he just is able to repair the robes. So
I could mend them as well.
here you go, Gwenora. Here's one for you. She's like, smells funny. And the one that smells funny, she like rolls it up into a ball and then just throws it at Jonathan.
Seeing as how Sacred Flame is a cantrip, I would have hit it with Sacred Flame as it was flying through the air.
And she's like, ah, you're no fun. And Leosin will be like, all right, you two, I just fixed that thing. Let's not try and damage any more of them. or destroy any more of them. So they get some robes fixed up and hand them out to whoever wants them. And then start heading towards the carts.
Gex would have kind of looked back by some of the boats and down by the docks and seen if he could find any tarps, maybe pop those up.
Sorry,
Sure.
any what?
Kind of tarps or anything used to cover the backs of the wagon.
Oh, yeah, you definitely find some stuff. So I'm going to say you guys get everything set up, and then you start rolling down the road. You will notice that as soon as you guys exit town, the dragon stands up, flies away.
Oh, wait.
Well, hopefully he thought about a few things while he was taking his nap.
Yeah. Hopefully he didn't choose option 2.
What direction did he fly away?
Towards the ocean. So you guys travel for a while on the road. You do come across one other cart that passes by you guys. It looks like just normal people. And then I'm going to have the three of you give me a survival check.
Great. Just in case Gex gonna rub his looks though.
Wow, Jalen, you rolled pretty bad there.
Okay. So yeah, you are able to find a nice place to set up for the night. And
Are we able to sleep through the night?
is there any RP that you guys want to do?
No, it would just be doing the normal prep for camp and
Okay.
Setting watches and stuff, yeah.
Yep. All right. So yeah, you sleep through the night. Lots of like, frog sounds and swamp songs. Might actually be really really peaceful. You guys might actually sleep like really, really well.
Nice.
But yeah, then the morning comes around. You guys get back on the road. And you're kind of following the map to where you need to go. And you find they turn off towards the north to where this castle is supposed to be. And so you probably travel for just a little bit to where you start to maybe see a little something that I'm assuming you're going to stop.
Yeah, I was going to say, what sort of road, like, how big is this turnoff?
It's pretty small.
I'd say definitely stop before get going too far back on a small path that we could get stopped on or something.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a picture here. And so this is basically... This picture is probably... You're probably not this close, but... like, as you look in the distance, you can get a look of, like, the outside of the castle. And so it looks like this. But it definitely... It's
a little sickly at the bottom.
Yeah, I was gonna say it is definitely not in tip-top shape. It's very, very beat up. And then you guys also had heard earlier mention of it being like an observatory, so you can actually see like the broken like observatory sort of on the top. It's like the circular thing. So yeah, there's kind of some outskirts with some like little buildings and that sort of thing. You can't really see, again, the detail on it, but this is just kind of see what it looks like from a distance. So yeah, there's like a sort of a door on the front, and then there's like some sides you can potentially go around. And
anything flying overhead?
Not that you see, no. I do, of course, have...
Go ahead.
I was saying, I do, of course, have a map for this, but I don't know if you guys want me to switch over to it yet.
So as we come up to it, I want to get everybody together and tell them that, remind them we want to find out what the inhabitants around the area are, get a good feel for what their allegiances are. Look for alternate ways into the castle. Look for guard patterns, patrols, natural defenses, anything like that. And Leosin, I want to find a way to turn the observatory into a dragon cannon.
Just looking around here, I would think that any locals would have died long ago to swamp fever.
There might be people who actually enjoy the swamp. So
are you a swamp person, Gex?
I grew up in Waterdeep. That's not a swamp.
Oh, yeah, but your armpits are.
Oh, what kind of paladin are you anyway?
What? I'm not breaking any oaths. Giving you a hard time?
Anyway, focus. So, what do you think? I kind of look around here. I mean, we got this small little path. Is there any sort of look around? Is there any sort of like natural, like cover or anything like that you guys can see?
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and switch you to the map. sure I'm on the right map here. Okay, probably have to zoom out, and then you guys can kind of position yourselves wherever you want to. So you're probably out further than this. I don't know if you've really started your scouting just yet, but
I would have started scouting as soon as I saw something. You know,
So can we see these creatures?
okay. So yeah, I'm gonna say that you guys you started scouting and you've actually I'm gonna reposition your icons. You're probably I'm gonna say you're probably up in these like trees up here instead.
Would agree. Yeah, we said we weren't gonna like stay on the main path or anything like that.
All right. And so again, this area is very swampy. So like the water in front of you is like it's not like a river or anything. It's like a swamp. Like it's you can get through it. It's maybe difficult terrain, but it's like maybe a foot deep. Like all this water is. But yeah, you sort of like look out, and like all of those like little buildings and hay areas seems to be like a little habitat area for a bunch of kobolds. So kind of directly in front of you or towards the north side, again, you see a bunch of kobolds. You see maybe a couple of cultists like walking around. And then to the south, there's another little like hay area where again you see like a few cultists, a few kobolds. As you look at the castle, you do see like one entrance that is here where I'm pinging. Beyond that, you'd have to work your way around the castle to see if you can see anything else. That's all you can see from like the direction that you are at.
And are we using the scale that's on this map?
Yes, these maps are accurate.
So 1 square is 20 feet.
All right, here's what I think we should do. Jonathan and Granola, I think, should stay here and watch this camp and the main entrance. And then Gex and I and the Harpers and the Enclave will scout around the area. We want to do a full 360 around the castle and the outlying area so that we know what is happening.
What's a little armor you Harpers got? I don't make any funny noise or anything like that.
Sorry, did you ask what armor does the Harpers have?
Yeah, it's like you're not gonna make any noise or anything, kind of funky armor or something like that.
They're wearing chainmail.
Okay.
So they should probably stay here.
Yeah, they get to hang out with you.
Yeah, that
Sounds
kind
like
of.
So do you have a telescope?
I don't think anybody does.
you could have picked one up off the boat.
So you're gonna have to do all that scouting with no scope.
We're walking. You're the only one sitting here watching the main gate, and you're mainly looking for what comes in and what comes out, and you know, and that's not that far away.
Well, don't don't attract too much attention while y'all are scouting.
Yep. They'll stay quiet.
Leosin, you coming with us? Or you staying here?
I'll join you along with the ladies.
You would like to follow the ladies, wouldn't you?
Now, Jonathan, it's not the time for that.
So as we're going around here, we want to stay kind of mixed into the shrubs and the overgrowth and not, be out in the open, obviously.
Yep. We got the radar beam coming out. Leosin says, "Yeah, watch your footing. You can sink real quick in this stuff." Maybe not Gex. He's so light.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I don't think Gex is like doo-doo-doo-doo.
Although we might be able to lose you in one of these puddles.
That's true. Oh, Jalen. I also, if he gets to somewhere, if I need to go do my invisible trick or whatever, I can do that. And then I can draw out some stuff in the mud or whatever. That way, you'll be able to see what I see.
Yeah, we'll take it as it comes. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot of activity so far. They're mainly in the camp and in the castle. Not really expecting anybody else to be here, it seems like.
Gex is watching as we go around. He also is keeping an eye in the sky since the dragon did take off.
Leosin says, "I think I see something up ahead, but I'm not sure just yet. Gotta go a little further." So, and I'm gonna draw this in. You guys, from where you're at, you can see a fairly large cave entrance. Let me go extra large here. Like right in here.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's guarded, but there are, like, torches out front that are, like, lit.
What about the ground? Lots of tracks, not a lot of tracks.
Give me a survival check. Whoever wants to look at the ground.
Huh. Gex will look at the ground.
We'll see what you see. Okay.
Nothing.
So
Gex sees the
Jalen,
bush in front of him.
So Jalen is maybe the more expert scout, I guess. Yeah, you can see that there's a lot of foot traffic, and not only do you see, like, boots, you also see paws and things that are similar to paws of various sizes, some of them quite large. And this is, as you guys have gotten closer, like, this cave entrance is real big. Like, it's probably 15, 20 foot wide and tall.
So probably being used more as the main entrance than the main entrance is.
I didn't see too much. What'd you find, Jalen?
Just, a bunch of tracks, a well-used area, a lot of activity. Looks like we have just about everything coming through here, from humans to our dragonkin and possibly some dragons as well.
Whoa, that's a big cave entrance or exit. You, you don't think the dragons are that big yet, do you?
Looks like there might be a couple big dragons with them. At least one that we can tell. Any activity on the top of the palisades for the castle?
Nope, not that you can see. So Leosin says, so do we want to go around the rest of it, or do we want to
Yes.
grab the group and enter here?
No, we want to know all of the information before we make that decision.
All right, sounds good.
What if we left our enclave person here with them as a scout? Stay out of the way. Just keep an eye out.
Yes, Mr. Jalen, I can do that.
Keep out of sight and just monitor and keep track of what goes in and out, and when, what they're doing. But don't go any closer, and don't put yourself in harm's way.
Sounds good. So Leosin says, yeah, this thing is definitely run down. It would have been really cool to see it in its heyday.
Yeah, it definitely served a wide area purpose here.
Yeah, I don't really consider myself to be a man of science, but I'm assuming with the tower they have on the top there, they were clearly doing some sort of like research here. So yeah, there's basically a moat that goes around the entire castle, but it's It's not deep at all. Again, the swamp has definitely like claimed it. It's maybe 1 to 2 feet deep at most.
As we go around, does it look like there's any lower like entrance areas, like sewage, like places going in and out of the castle?
Nope, this side's all solid.
Any activity at the top or anything?
No, like you as you guys have been going around, like you see like slits in the windows. Like this castle does not really have a rampart all the way around. Because it's not it kind of like what Leos has been saying. It looks like it was built for like study and research and that sort of thing. It wasn't built to like fight off a siege or something like that. So it's
More like a large monastery or something like that.
yeah. So like all the windows, and as you guys have been sneaking around, like you've maybe like heard like people talking, but it's like kind of through the windows, kind of far away, so you can't really make out what they're saying. So like you can hear those people in there, but
And you said it was run down. Is it run down enough where there's like crumbled parts of the walls and stuff, like big holes or anything?
like maybe I mean it crumbled like a little bit, but no big holes or anything like that. No,
Holes big enough for a goblin to get in?
no, I don't think so. Yeah, the kobolds you can see are just kind of like hanging out, doing their thing.
And we noticed a door on the other side. Was there any sort of door on this side?
Nope, just the door on this side
Gotcha.
right here. Yep.
That's good.
As we get back, Leosin says, well, that went well. We didn't get seen.
Yeah, but we didn't see anything either, other than that large gaping hole in the side of the castle.
Yeah, maybe that's what they want it to look like for the outside. There's not much going on, but they take everything through that like entrance.
Oh, we could just walk in the front door and ask for help.
You've been hanging out with Jonathan too long.
Sometimes the simplest answer is the best answer.
And the easiest way to get you dead.
Oh, and we didn't lose the enclave, the scouting force.
So, what do we do now?
Well, now we have to develop a plan. We got kobolds and cultists on the outside in these two little camp areas. And we have God only knows what is going in and out of that cave.
So again, this is Leosin. So, ladies, gentlemen, what is our goal here? Is it just to take out Resmir and any leadership and hope that is the end of this, or do we need to wipe this place completely out?
Yes and yes.
You hired us, remember? I thought you had a plan or goal.
I mean, if I had a vote, the goal, I guess, has always been to take out their leadership. And just over and over again, we keep hearing, Resmir, Resmir, Resmir. If we go in there and kill him, and if there's any other Dragonborn or lieutenants or whatever, kill them, that might be all we need to do. But I don't know.
And I think we have to make that assessment once we're inside. But I do think it's going to take more than just killing people to end this. What's to prevent anybody from doing it again?
No. Yeah, even the dragons seem pretty, I don't know, stubborn to not to follow the cultists.
Yeah, but if they were to come back here and there's no leadership, they'd be lost and confused. They'd probably just give up. I'm guessing.
Until the next Resmir.
Let's hope there isn't a next Resmir.
We wiped out everybody but one dragon and one cultist, and those two idiots wouldn't surrender.
But we also don't know what this Resmir is doing to these dragons or these people. We've already seen a lot of weird magic. He could have some spell over all of them, and if we wipe him out, the spell ends. And again, this is me just guessing. It's like this S fellow that you guys keep running into. We have no idea where in the world he even is, and he's still able to manipulate stuff. The question is does this Resmir have the same power?
Yeah, I don't know. The S person, whatever, seems to have a little bit more style than Resmir. Resmir seems kind of a big bashing sort of thing.
Well, funny enough, and it's probably a good time that I mention this, in case I'm killed or something happens. Resmir is a Dragonborn, and I believe Resmir is a she. I can't confirm that. I've only met the entity once. They're actually quite small, like not as small as Gex here, but maybe like slightly smaller than Jalen. So definitely not the big bashy type.
Smaller than that Dragonborn we fought before? Jonathan's buddy?
Yes. And they're mostly like scaled in black. So if you see someone that looks like that, that's Resmir.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I think we gotta get inside and get more information.
I agree. I don't know,
We may
John.
have to cut our way in.
Well, did we want to take a peek inside that cave to see where it goes?
I think we need to. I would really not like to use that as the way in, but we need to at least know what's going on in there.
How big is the front door entrance?
It's normal size, like a normal like door, basically.
Yeah, probably have to go through the cave, but I don't know. I was thinking, I don't think there will be any way, but if we could figure out a way of getting in that front door, it's small enough. I mean, I just feel like if we go down there, we don't know what we're going to get into. The castle, I guess, too. And
Well, Leosin says, Gex, can you teleport from here right to the front door?
I mean, I could.
Oh, did you want to try that and then just take a peek on what's inside there, or?
If I had to do it, it would be probably more of I would maybe go invisible and try to see about the door, check the door that way. But the only problem with that, well, either way, it's gonna. I mean, I could. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could just go invisible. I mean, it'd be another way of getting some information, I guess. But if we're all, because it's about going to the cave, better stick to all together and just go in the cave that way.
Yeah, we could always check that out first.
Yep. What do you think, Jonathan?
Breaking into castles is not really my forte, so I'll leave it up to you, sneaky foot.
I mean, I've got into some doors before. Breaking in castles is not exactly my thing either. I mean, unless, Jalen, you think we need to get some more information before we start going in anywhere.
Oh, like I said, I'd like to find out what's going on in the cave, but I do not want to use that as our primary entrance. It's too open, too well used. That would leave us the most vulnerable.
Well, if we go into through the cave, we can probably enter without anyone out here noticing. If we go in through the front door, they'll definitely notice.
Maybe. When we were going around the castle, I didn't see any guards at the top.
No, I'm saying these guys out here will notice us going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we could go up and over, I think is what Gex is saying.
Well, I was meaning, going around. It's only like I just got a rough kind of count. Maybe 3 or 4 guys that were real close to that front entrance on the other side across the road over there. Come in that backside that way, and then sneak up. There's some bushes right there by the door. If I could get the door open, we could quickly get in there. I did. Again, like Jalen, we saw at that big cave. It looks like they're using that to go like in and out. So maybe that front door may not even work. I don't know.
Well, Leosin says, well, my vote is that we go check out the cave.
All right, well, let's go check out the cave then.
Did we want to leave anybody here, or are we all going in force that way?
Well, I think at this point we're either all in or all out.
All right, sounds good. Carefully make our way around.
So you guys make your way back to where the Emerald Enclave Rangers are.
So did you see anything?
No, I haven't seen anybody go in or out. It's been quiet.
How long were we gone?
It was probably a good half hour, 45 minutes.
I was gonna say maybe longer.
Or maybe, yeah, maybe longer, yeah.
I figured it would probably be hours, but
Yeah. Swamp, big castle. So it did take hours. About what time of day is it?
We'll say it's like mid to late afternoon. So it looks like we're approaching the entrance. Yeah, as I said, it's a really large cave entrance. They've got like torches out front to kind of keep it lit. And as you look inside, it looks like it does go like into stone. So it is like a natural thing for the castle. There's like a big underground part of the castle, it looks like. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and switch us maps. There's going to be a lot of black on this map. You guys will be on the far left side.
Well, I think we do kind of what we did in the other caves of Gex and I leapfrogging, and then, bringing everybody else up as we clear areas.
So yeah, you see the large entrance, and I'm assuming all of you kind of enter in and kind of go up against like the wall, let's say. And then, actually, I think we'll probably stop there for tonight.
Okay.
As you guys enter the cave, and so we can start from there next time.
Sounds good.
I will say that as you enter the cave and you're positioned where you are now, like you can hear plenty of like noise in the cave because it's like echoing big time. So you can hear like, growling and that sort of thing. So you could tell there's definitely animals in here. But yep, with that chat, we will wrap it up right there. So yeah, we won't be doing this again for probably at least another full week and a half, 2 weeks, give or take.
Yeah, about a week and a half at the minimum.
So yeah, we'll see where the adventure goes. Quick reminder, I'll be starting early tomorrow, probably again 6 p.m., jumping back into Hades, and then tomorrow we start wrestling. So that's the plan.
One question.
Yes, ma'am.
Did we come across that decision yet?
Yes, you failed.
Out of curiosity, what was the decision?
I was gonna see, or how do I want to say this? The group is very strong right now. And then if I split out the Emerald Enclave and the Harpers, and we really do 3 and 3, like your group is very strong. So what I was maybe hinting at is you needed to leave some people behind at the village.
Well, but for all the comments, you'd said they're just one person.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was an option for us to just suggest it.
But
He's just trying to get us to split the party, and you know what happens then.
Everybody
Yep.
dies.
Everybody does.
But no, it's like if you would have left some behind, then you would have done the level up and you would be even stronger than you are now, even with the missing people. But
Yeah, I definitely missed any hints you gave. I've been trying not to crash for the last half hour.
Yep.
No, the only hint he ever gave was we are strong.
I'm sure you guys will be fine.
Sure.
But yeah, chat, we're gonna wrap up the stream right there. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.